Hi everyone, it's Susie from Empowered Consciousness Australia, and it's been an awfully long time since I've last posted, so thought I would say hi and also just complete or round off the post that I did with regards to anxiety. So for those that have already watched them, I had part one, which was explaining what anxiety was. Part two were the different types of anxiety that we can suffer from. And part three was what actually happens in the brain. So I showed the picture of the brain with the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus and the amygdala. And I explained that and what happens when we start feeling anxious, what actually happens to us physiologically, chemically, the amygdala hijacks us. So this part is all about what we can do when we feel anxious, when we start feeling those clammy hands, the sweats, the dread, the neck, the blood pressure going up, all those things. You know, some people that suffer severe anxiety, people that I know that are near and dear to me have explained it, that they get the shakes. Sometimes they'll just cry because of the anxiety. They hyperventilate. So these are all symptoms or, triggers, and it's all been caused by the triggers, okay? And understanding what our triggers are. And in some cases, we can't get rid of triggers. We're always going to have something that will trigger us. So we need to have some real practical techniques and strategies in place for us to try and minimize the anxiety. Now, remember from my first post, anxiety is a completely natural and normal emotion. Okay, there is nothing wrong with anybody that feels anxious. Okay, it's nothing wrong with you at all. It's completely natural, and you are your emotions at that point in time. They are not facts. Okay, a newborn baby is not born anxious. It's a learned behavior. So with these practical steps that I'm going to share with you today, they're going to help you unlearn that behavior and hopefully help you the next time you start feeling anxious to bring your body down so that you can think logically and not get too upset by the experience, because I know it can be really quite upsetting. So I did actually speak at the last video that I posted that there are breathing techniques. So I'd like to take you through them today. The first one is breathing in for 4 and out for 4. So in through your nose for 4, and you try and fill out your tummy here, and then you breathe out, but you purse your lips like you're like that when you're breathing out. Okay, it's not in and out through your nose. It's in through your nose to fill it all up, and then out. Okay, so let's do that a couple of times together. So in for 4, out for 4, in for 4, and out for 4. Well done. Okay, so you could probably see, or maybe already feel, that there's a little bit of calm or calming in the system there. There's also a couple of other techniques that I'd like to share with you that I actually recently used myself. I was getting anxious about a situation, and it just kept coming up and it just wouldn't go away. And I was really struggling with anxiety. So I needed to do something so that I could get through it, as it just kept coming back and kept coming back. So I used these techniques, as well as did a checkup from the neck up, right? So is this real? Is there real danger? Am I really in danger here? The answer was no. That was all my memories and the way the amygdala hijacked me. It really wasn't a real threat or danger to me, but I was perceiving it as such and was really struggling with it. So what I did, and I wanted to share with you as well, it was another breathing technique. This time though, I was breathing in for 12, and that's actually harder to do than you think. So we're going to do that, and it's exactly the same as the 4, okay? But we're going to actually breathe in for 12, and again, we're going to fill up our bellies, and then we're going to purse our lips and breathe out for 12. So let's start that now. And now. We can do that multiple times. I actually find for myself, just that once, maybe twice if my anxiety is severe, absolutely will calm you right down. There is also another technique that I'm going to share with you as well. And the reason why we do this is to engage other parts of our brains. We're kind of like tricking our brains into focusing on something else, because our brain is currently focusing on a threat. So we need to get it to focus on something else, okay? So to do this, you find a point, or you fix your eyes on a point. Please don't stare at anybody, but just find something in your room or in your locale that you can actually just look at. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the arm of my tripod here just to demonstrate the technique. So I am going to fix my eye on my point, which is right there. And as I breathe in for 4 and out for 4, I'm going to use my peripheral vision and try to focus as far left as I can without leaving focus of my focal point, but using my peripheral and focusing as far out to the left-hand side I can. So in for 4 and out for 4. I'm going to do the same for the right. And back out. As far up. And as far down. There you go. They are some practical techniques for you when you're feeling anxious. Just take yourself away. Just, you know, if you are in a dangerous, if it's realistic anxiety and you are really in some kind of danger, please don't just stand there and breathe. Get yourself out of that situation. Then calm yourself down by using these techniques, okay? But there is moral, and there's also neurotic anxiety or nervous anxiety. So these breathing techniques will help you with that. Okay, so guys, thank you for listening. I really do hope that this helps somebody out there. They definitely helped me, and the feedback I've got from my previous posts is people really enjoyed them. They wanted some practical techniques on helping them with their anxiety. I hope this helps. If this helps just one person, it's worth my anxiety posting it, right? So thank you so much, guys. Until next time, take care. It's Susie from Empowered Consciousness saying bye for now.